안녕하세요, 미입니다. 오늘도 보시던 더 위쳐2 계속하도록 하겠습니다. 자, 엘프페어에서 이오베스를 만나러 돌아가려고 합시다. 이오베스!
Iorveth awaits you. Do on.
이오베스 어딨어? 여기 있네.
Where is he?
He forced Triss to teleport them both to Edirn.
No. The Scoia'tael in Edirn will pay for my stupidity with their lives.
Elias, ready the unit to march. You'll leave immediately.
That's 2 days' travel on foot. You'll never make it in time.
I have a plan.
What plan?
First, you must agree to help us.
그러죠.
Count me in.
귀찮았는데.
We'll get Letho together.
Excellent. We've no time to lose. We need to capture the prison barge.
You want to enter a town where they're massacring elves? I take back what I said. You're not grandiose. You're mad.
My mother claimed likewise.
사실 여기서 어디로 내려가야 돼? 아마 이쪽이지. 여기서 그 우리 도와준 그 왕의 심부름꾼 쪽으로 갈 수도 있는데요. 거기까지 가기엔 너무 귀찮아서요, 제가. 아무튼 스코이아텔과 대면하러 가줍시다.
Asked.
The trading post is in turmoil. You sure this is a good idea?
We'll not enter the town. We'll divide the unit. Take my best scout and attack from the harbor. I'll sail downriver with the others. Most of the guards should be at the trading post.
So we're benefiting from the massacre.
Not the way I'd put it, but yes.
Right. Let's go then.
We shall separate on the cliffs. Scoia'tael, Evelian! Vriad!
Vriad!
Follow me! Here. Enved will lead you down to the port.
Roach.
Where are they sailing to?
I don't know.
I have a feeling we'll meet again soon. Let's begin.
가자. 오메 많아라.
What's with all the soldiers? Did someone tip them off?
We need to warn Iorveth.
Scoia'tael!
Or not.
Onward!
아, 너 그걸 트롤 짓을 하네. 에반데. 정리 끝.
I knew you'd partner with those hate-mongers mutants. Think yourself a hero, do you? Sail away, and I'll burn these sluts alive!
We sail. Our women are prepared to die.
But I'm not prepared to let murder happen. I'm going ashore.
아이고, 이게 잘한 선택이지 모르겠다.
No!
Save the elven women, Witcher!
좋아, 다 풀어줬다. 저희도 이제 탈출하도록 합시다.
He'll not live long. If the local folk don't hunt him down, someone else will. It's meaningless.
You rescued our women. We are indebted.
Help me find the Kingslayer and Triss. We'll be even.
In that case, to Vergen. Prepare to set sail!
Did Vernon Roach sail out of here all right?
He's fine, if that's what you ask. We met and chatted. Imagine that. I wanted him to know that he was only leaving because I let him do so.
아하. 이래서 퀘스트 이름이 갈림길인 거예요. 저희가 버논 로치를 선택하냐, 얘를 선택하냐에 따라 갈리거든요. 버논 로치를 선택하면 진짜 꼬장꼬장 울려요. 왜 얘를 도왔냐면서. 그리고 버논 로치에게 가는 길이 귀찮기도 했었고. 얍.
The Temerian Special Forces, created by Foltest to combat the Scoia'tael after the First War with Nilfgaard. Veterans, professionals, the best of the best. This is the end, Roach. See these emblems? Temerian lilies, that's all I lacked. I've defeated the commanders of all the special forces in the north. Now I shall unite the Scoia'tael.
Finish what you started.
I shan't kill you, Roach. We Enshe never kill the last specimens of dying breeds. Live on and remember who defeated you. Remember he can do so again. Vafail, Vernon Roach.
You're making a mistake, Iorveth. I will find you.
Unfurl the mainsail!
We made it.
This is just the beginning. But you chose the right side, and I'm pleased.
Wish I could be so sure.
드디어 로티어 벗어났어.
The assassin had had his day. Very true. He'd kidnapped Triss Marigold. It seemed like Foltest's life had not been enough. It seemed like the killer also wanted the monarch's former advisor. There was no time to think. It was time to act. Grabbing Geralt, I embarked on a voyage upriver, deeper into the Pontar Valley. If the elves could be believed, it was there that free folk from all around had assembled beneath Vergen's banners to resist the Kedweni invader. I should mention the exceptional individuals who made up my fellowship for this important quest. I usually get nervous around Scoia'tael. I see them as scoundrels and murderers and find their presence outright unwanted. But I must admit I was glad to have the help of Iorveth and his infamous bunch, who could prove highly helpful. Helpful? That's not nice. Highly useful, then.
제2장.
$3,000 men, burned to ashes in minutes.
I remember the stillness when the news reached Vengerberg, the palace, the streets, the houses, the entire capital cloaked in silence.
The cries were here, every last man. I was somewhere beyond that hill, in the middle of the massacre.
What is your intention, Saskia?
I intend to stop Eden from being sold.
We cannot afford a war with Henselt. We must parley.
Leave issues of war to me, Prince. Concentrate on King Henselt. Yarpen Zigrin claims he's short-tempered. Provoke him to strike, and we'll negotiate once the battle's won.
I still cannot fathom why the nobles betrayed us.
Spit on the nobles, Prince. They've meant nothing since the day my peasant force scattered them on the Diffney.
I'd a good day to Creve, my lord. The girl is a demon incarnate.
Firstly, the girl has a name. Secondly, she's the best commander I have.
아까도 저기 그만 신라 왔나?
Greetings, Henselt. You seem at home in Edern. You are here, yet I do not recall inviting you.
Fellat did so in your stead. I'm here at his behest. I've broken no truces or treaties yet.
Oh, is that so? Mr. Brogan, please escort Count Fellat to a secluded spot and remove his troublesome head.
Don't you dare, boy. You're no king. Your father.
My father is dead. The folk still mourn him while you betray his good name and his country.
Your Majesty, I must request your protection. This young man has lost his mind.
Take him away.
Your Majesty, what of our agreement?
I need you no longer, Fellat, now Stennis is here.
Anyone else wish to object? Wonderful. To the matter at hand, then.
Well said. I will show you my hand. I've over 200 armed men encamped nearby, enough to hold the fort for several hours. Another 5,000 battle-hungry lads await on the other bank. What say you to that?
There'll be 5,000 dead lads should you move against Vergen.
Take time to consider, boy. These are border marches, a mere piece of land. Relinquish it to me and you'll keep your crown. Oppose me and I shall crush you without mercy. Give me Lomark and return to Vengerberg.
Do you know why there are no marquises in Edern? We've no marches to speak of, let alone to share. This is Upper Edern, my fatherland, my subjects.
A wolf pup should think twice before growling like a bear.
I'll not be intimidated, Henselt.
Perhaps. Is it possible you merely play the courageous cockerel, yet deep inside fear eats at your heart? Is one push enough to send you over the edge, or must I push twice?
Try me.
I'm tired of this discussion. I have the upper hand and no amount of scintillating talk will change that. We both know I'll not leave empty-handed. What do you propose?
I shall reimburse the cost of this foray and add enough to restore the lust.
That will take a great deal of gold.
Peace is priceless.
You want peace? Fight for it.
I'm not sure I understand.
You speak like a ruler, but words will only get you so far. You carry a sword, wear armor. I challenge you to a duel, here and now. Upper Eden shall belong to the victor. Ready?
Begin when you will, King.
Blood and honor!
Opposing one another in a chivalrous duel shall be Henselt of Ardcarreg, King of Kedwin, Sovereign of Cairngorm and Malior, last of the line of the Unicorn, and Prince Stennis, son of King Demavend III of Edern, lawful heir to the Edirnian throne.
I'll make mincemeat of
Gentlemen,
your horse!
begin.
Draw your sword.
쉬운 난이도니까 그닥 힘들진 않아요.
Stop! Stop in the name of Krieg, Freyr and Militale!
뭔 일이 일어난겨?
Hey!
By the milk of Mother Creatrix's tits, Geralt of Rivia! Under
여기는
the best company to
버논로치랑
boot.
오면
Yarpen
왕
Zigrin.
쪽으로 가게 돼요. 우리가 지금
It's
스코이아
been
대를
years, you old prick. It's great to see you in good health.
Geralt, staring as if you've seen a ghost. Muster up a hug for an old friend.
Geralt's head's not exactly on straight.
Ha! Meaning you truly did in Foltest. Fine by me. Foltest was a ploughing niggard and a niggardly plougher. You did right, Geralt.
Not the point. Geralt's lost his memory.
And I didn't kill Foltest.
Right. What's the difference? Someone did. Well, we've bigger problems now.
Where's Saskia?
Oh, aye. Why is this butcher here?
I've come with 100 archers, the best in the world. We're here to aid your cause.
Well, you'll need to wait. Saskia and Prince Penis, rather, Skinnis, went off to parley with Henselt. Me and the boys are waiting in case something goes wrong.
게롤트는 마법적인 건 마법에 전문적이진 아니지만
Sun's gone
아주
dark.
가벼운
Call the
지식이 있다고
sorceress.
해야 하나? 그러니까 게롤트가 쓰는 아드 이그니 그런 것도 마법의 일종이긴 하거든요. 아주 간단한 마법이겠지만 다른 전형적인 판타지 세계의 마법으로 따지자면 파이어볼, 아이스볼, 윈드 버터 뭐 그런 느낌? 그런 느낌이다. 하고 있어. 아, 좀 죽어, 제발 좀 죽어. 패스 끝. 잠재워졌어.
An owl!
Philippa, she'll show us the way.
You're with the guts of the spring. Silver harms them. I'll cover you.
결계는 가는 것을 정의로 붙잡는 결계긴 한데 우리가 지금 도와야는 해요. 이 결계가 절대 정의가 안 돼요. 이건 스킵을 할게요. 좀 오래 걸릴 것 같아요. 휴, 드디어 벗어났네요.
I hate flying through fog. Saskia, are you all right?
It's just a flesh wound. You and the Witcher, we owe you our lives.
I'm here to protect you. And you, Witcher?
I'm after a Kingslayer who kidnapped Triss Merigold.
And brought her here?
Is this an interrogation?
There are warrants on your head in Temeria, Kedwin, and Redania. And I'm responsible for Saskia's safety.
That's enough, Philippa. You told me yourself you thought him innocent.
Saskia, folk are riled. First the sun went out, then the squirrels arrived, now this fog. It's too much for the common folk.
True. Summon all the commanders to the meeting hall. Iorveth, give me some time. I must prepare them for your arrival. Witcher, Philippa, you must be there too. I wish to hear what we can expect from this anomaly and how we might be rid of it. Worry not, Yarpen. The legendary White Wolf and the equally famous Philippa Eilhart should have a remedy for several hundred rabid wraiths.
그렇게 끌려가게 됩니다. 끌려가는.
I want to see all commanders in the council chamber. Philippa, that includes you and the Witcher. Cecil, the gates are to remain shut until we're done. You'll answer with your beard if they open for any reason.
Welcome to Vergen, Witcher. I'm Cecil Burden, the Alderman.
Geralt of Rivia.
We've got a spare room at the inn. It's not much, but at least you'll have a roof over your head and a solid bed neath your arse.
Thanks, I could use that.
Scalen, show Master Geralt to his quarters, and visit Reverend Alcon's chambers on your way back to inform everyone that he has departed.
That is, that he died a hero, slain by the invaders.
Exactly. You see, Master Witcher? He's young but clever. We'll make a real dwarf out of him yet.
스칼렛을 따라가지고 갑시다. 여기야? 아이 같이 가!
Look, another one. You let one human in and in no time you've got a swarm. Ants. I heard human women would only sit astride a man's pants for their bellies to run.
이 방은 어디예요? 여기가 내 방이야?
This shall be your chamber, Witcher. They say Selkirk of Gullet himself slept in this bed before battle. Didn't bring him any luck, but at least he was well rested before he died. Need anything else?
Thanks, Scalen.
이제 전쟁 회담에 참석하러 가봅시다. 몇 분 찍었니? 괜찮네. 휴, 도착.
You miss quite a scrap, gentlemen, and an opportunity to slay a monarch. The prince duelled Henselt. They fought as equals.
Impossible.
And yet it was so.
You've all seen the magical phenomenon covering the battlefield. For any who still have doubts, this is no mundane mist, nor a petty fairground illusion. Most likely, we're up against a blood curse, an old and powerful spell. We do not know who cast it or why. For now, I have one piece of good news and several pieces of bad news. The good news is that Henselt and his army have been halted for the time being.
And the bad news?
The mist will grow. It may even engulf Vergen. Furthermore, wraiths may emerge from it.
Can they be made penitent? With an axe to the head?
In theory, yes, but I would suggest putting your faith in a silver weapon. Furthermore, the ghosts will weaken as they move away from the mist.
Was there any way to drive it off? Exorcise it?
A question for myself and Geralt of Rivia.
The Kingslayer?
Contrary to what old women at the wells say, he did not, in fact, slay any kings.
Of course he didn't. Wouldn't hurt a fly, that one. Look at his eyes. You'll see he's the sensitive kind.
Whatever you may see in his eyes, few know more about lifting curses. Gentlemen, I do not require you to understand this phenomenon, but there are a few rules I insist you must follow.
Here we go.
No one is to approach the mist. It is mortally dangerous. In addition, we need to learn the story of the battle. For this, I especially count on the aid of Mr. Cecil Burden.
At your service, my lady.
Thank you. To lift the curse, we require some objects symbolic of the war. Ones belonging to those who perished here 3 years past.
Pfft, more scrap iron from that massacre lying about than lice in Cecil's beard. I thought curses were best handled with...
Please leave the thinking to me, Mr. Zigrin, and I'd gladly hear less from you from now on. The objects must be magically active and strictly linked to the ghosts of the fallen. That is all.
Let me be clear. You're all to aid Philippa and the Witcher. What are you grumbling about now, Yarpen?
It's something in my gullet.
Take a swig of wine. Now, to worldly matters. How many are we?
Saskia, you know well...
How many?
We dwarves are near 200, but don't judge us by our number.
1,000 peasants will come, though you'll get no precise count.
My lords?
53 knights and another 200 armed men. Not enough.
Henselt leads 5,000, 5-1 against us. What think you of that?
We are few, they are many, but we have our walls, low though they be. If we had archers, who knows?
Oh, for a regiment of heavy arbalists from Lyria.
We have something better. Jorvith's elves. Scoia'tael. Gentlemen, I give you Jorvith.
What do you seek here, murderer?
100 of the North's best archers await your orders, Dragon Slayer.
You wished for archers? Here they are.
I take no pleasure in fraternizing with elves. But even a shit-coated stick can be a weapon.
He burned down the villages of many in my horde.
The free peasantry is one thing, but a criminal with a price on his head in all the northern realms? This is too much.
Saskia, say the word and we'll depart.
Hear me out. Jorvith came to fight for me. I trust him, and I know that he'll stay the course. Just like each of you.
How could you know that? He's an elf. Treason runs in his veins.
He's been fighting humans for a century.
But for the first time in scores of years, his fight makes sense. The Scoia'tael know no peace. They've died for Nilfgaard, for the Valley of the Flowers, in vain. They've been betrayed and cheated. Now they have a new goal. The Pontar Valley could be the first state where no man would have to fear elven arrows when venturing beyond city walls. And elves and dwarves wouldn't live in ghettos or on reservations. First, however, we have a battle to win. You know who we're up against. It's a splendid army, brave and well-led. They cannot be scared off or routed. They have to be killed. I want Jorvith to sit at the same table as Deacon. I want him to kill Cadweni for us. And I assure you that he'll do so with a smile, if only you let him.
If I'm to see a smile on that skinny face, I'm in. Jorvith stays.
Bloody hell. Father's turning in his grave, but a must's a must. I say aye.
Nay, you killed my men, Elf. Remember them?
If I hadn't killed them, they'd have killed me.
All right. For the sake of better times, and for Kedwen's doom, aye!
Down with the sons of bitches! Cheers!
Poison! She's dying. Take her somewhere safe and guard her with your lives. I'll gather what I need and join you soon.
I'll place my...
Quickly, lad!
아, 저 장식 저거 진짜 시스틸러야.
She ceased casting spells.
Saskia, is she alive?
In a manner of speaking, I've slowed her life functions as far as possible. Her condition is stable.
What can we do?
Treatment will require herbs, magic, and blood.
Not ordinary blood, I presume.
Correct. We require royal blood.
We could use letho right now.
What kind of herbs are we talking about?
I'll need a subterranean variety of purple foxglove, known to the dwarves as the Immortelle, and an elven rose of remembrance.
Triss had a rose of remembrance. She claimed the flowers are exceptional.
Long ago, the Enshe who succeeded in cultivating the roses enjoyed great respect.
Times have changed.
As have elves.
There are no elven gardens nearby. We must return to Flotsam.
Triss has a rose of remembrance from Flotsam. It's her we need to find. Where will we...
They grow deep beneath the earth.
How will they...
Mage pain wreaks havoc in internal tissue.
What else do you need to...
Thaumadour is a self-perpetuating substance. To interrupt this reaction, a water or air genie.
One to bring...
Right. And then I'll...
All right. Let's
An Immortelle, a rose of remembrance.
A poor one at that.
I wish it were a fairy tale.
You may.
I must first see if the spells... Actually, you could tell...
In that...
그럼 오늘은 여기서 마치겠습니다. 시청해주신 여러분 감사합니다.
Only Philippa Eilhart.